Welcome back to the Big Show, Edmonton. Time to jump into the wild world of double hashtag Ask Struds. And as we do every weekend, we have questions for both Bridget and I. Bridget's kind of cowboyed this and taken it over, which I think is fantastic. Let's get to our first question. Bridget Ryan, this one from YAG Adventure asks, Jason, I've heard you talk about it before, but what is geocaching? Are you familiar with this app, Bridget Ryan?
Isn't geocaching like when you basically have a compass, your computer, or your device, and you basically go off-roading in the bush with your feet?
That's right. That's exactly right. But this is just a little bit simpler. What it is, actually Richard Bond, who's there with you, he's the one who told me about this. So I'm going to give him, Big Rich, the credit. What it is, it's an app you can get, geocache. He told me about it. And there's treasures. People have buried little treasures all across, really everywhere. And in Edmonton for sure. And you get on there, then you pick which one you want to do. And then you and your kids or you and your friends, there's different ranges of difficulty, can go and chase these things down and go find them. So it gets you within about 30 feet of it, and it's so cool. I mean, I did 3 the other day at by the zoo, by the Valley Zoo. I found 2 of the 3 with my kids. And they loved it, because I mean, what kid or what even adult doesn't love going on a treasure hunt, right?
Do you put it back? Do you like actually, when you find it, do you dig it back down and actually find it?
Right. Well,
hide it again?
Yeah. Well, you put it back in the same place. So some are under trees or in trees. You don't actually bury it too far in the ground. But some of them, it's just a notepad. You just write your name. So we wrote Strudwick's word here, Strudwick's rule, and then we went on to the next one. And then there's stuff like there's some that are trade. So there might be candy, so you put a candy in and you take a candy out. Or there's little toys. Like, I tell you what, if you have kids at home, or I think it'd be great to do with a bunch of friends and sort it out, because the harder level go up, it gets more difficult to find these cool things.
I'm going to have to try this, because a lot of people talk about it, but I didn't realize it was like this thing. I thought you had to like buy a particular device and that there was part of this, but I didn't realize it was so accessible. They just download an app and that somebody's actually has all these hidden treasures right in our river valley. So it could be anywhere. It could be downtown Edmonton right now. Yeah,
well, you're standing next to the guy who's done it all the time, Rich Bond. Again, Rich Bond gets credit for this one, because he was the one who turned me on to it. I've been doing it like crazy for the last 2 weeks.
He must really like you, because I've never heard about this. I mean, obviously.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm above you on the list.
You were going to have to go geocaching. He's actually, right now, just so you have a good idea what he's trying to do, he's actually shooting what I'm saying and working the camera and everything and trying to find the app, pull it up on his phone. Yes. And if I'm not mistaken, he's actually done that.
There it is.
So he's going to take us on a little journey right now.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got to adjust the focus. There it is. Okay, there you go. See?
Yep, that's
Can you see it?
Yeah, so there's some, all those little dots show you where they are, and they have different levels and abilities. It is so cool. I mean, these are the dots right here. You want to go check these out. And I love it. I absolutely love it, and the kids love it. And it's amazing, though. The mosquito factor is quite high. Just so you know, some of these bad boys are in the trees, and you got to go in there, Bridget. You, who people or the mosquitoes love, would be
sweet
attacked.
Blood. Sweet. Yeah. No, I clearly I had one while I slept last night, and this morning was one of those mornings you wake up and you're just like covered, and I step out of my car and it's like they're waiting for me. They're just like, get her, and it's like boom, right up my face. It's terrible. I've got one, and I've got one in the small of my back, which I cannot. So I'm that person that's just like chilling, talking, and like, hey, what's that? Oh. I just actually found it. Oh, anyway, yeah, it's terrible. And then once you kind of tickle it and scratch it a little bit, then it just gets worse. It's like it needs attention now all the time. So
you can't start touching. Got to leave it alone. Got to leave it alone.
Yeah.
All right. We covered a lot during that segment. We're going to let you take a deep breath and pause. Richard Bond will show you the geocache. Check it out, people. It's absolutely awesome. And we're going to be back in a moment's time talking entertainment panel with 2 all-stars in their own mind. That's coming up next year in Edmonton's show. Stay with us, Edmonton.